Communication is such a key thing. And you know, communication hasn't really happened until the hearer has understood. So many times we think we're communicating, but I haven't communicated unless the person standing opposite to me has got the message. So the effort has to be on my side. There's also another quote by Stephen Covey, which I really love. And that is the quote that seek first to understand before being understood. Such a word of wisdom. I need to put my effort into understanding the person in front of me. Now, I'm a Norwegian and I've started a business in India. And all of the learning has had to be on my side. I can't expect people to adjust to me. I have to increase my knowledge, my understanding, my cultural competency so that I can function well in this community.
One thing is working with the community, another thing is living in the community, I suppose. You know, we are not only supposed to be successful, but also to be good people. People that can mean something for the society. When I met Sindre, I was very young. When we started talking and stuff, I think both of us had this kind of desire to do something a bit different. We came here to Kumaun for a trek in '97. The people who were working here already in Raniket, they asked us at that time if we wanted to join them and run treks here in the Himalayas. And for us that sounded like a good fit. We have lived in Pithoragarh for 17 years now, and for us that feels like home.
So when we came over to this place, we saw the city and we realized you drive for hours and hours to Pithoragarh and you think you're going to come to the end of the world. And you come up here and you drive into this valley and then there's this huge sprawling town in the middle of nowhere, in a valley which is 5 by 8 kilometers. And it's a beautiful place, and we realized this place has so many hungry students. It's like a student mecca. Over 7,000–8,000 students come to this place from Nepal, from all the villages in the surrounding area. And we realized that, wow, this place is really a special place.
And we saw that, you know, there are many talented students here, but because they lack opportunity to be exposed to different cultures, be exposed to different things, then they kind of land in the back of the queue when it comes to jobs.
And at that point, we also saw that maybe one of the key factors for bringing more opportunity could be training people in spoken English and soft skills.
A big challenge is this of unemployment.
Actually, a researcher said that 81% of Indians of a young age have the values and the skills needed to be an entrepreneur. However, 56% of these, they actually fear failure, and this is keeping them back from investing and becoming young entrepreneurs.
And maybe there can be a challenge as well in finding out what values do we now have. You're exposed to a lot of new values in social media, and like, what should I pick? My traditions tells me this, social media says this. What should I believe? Who am I?
ILC is really a stepping stone or a springboard.
Like in the ILC, we teach different levels. So we have a starter, elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate and advanced. What about you? What do you want to learn? Computer and English, right? What about you?
I want to learn English.
You want to learn English. What about you?
The students are really the core of what the ILC is about. We want the students to feel loved. We want them to feel accepted. We want them to realize that we don't just value you for what you can do, we value you for who you are. And we believe that every student has the potential to move on to greater things.
That we always work on getting the students to participate. So this is called student-centered learning, where we focus on what they already know. And in that way we engage every student, and we also try to play on their strengths and build their confidence that, oh yeah, what you know is important for the whole class to know.
Here we don't only learn theoretically, but there are other activities we involve.
So you will find us having games, and sometimes it's pretty loud when you walk into the ILC in the afternoon and there are many kids' classes going on, and there are competitions and there are games, and they build Lego towers and they do different things.
As a founder, I have a responsibility to raise up other leaders. I am only as good a leader as the next one I raise up. And I'm actually only a great leader if I raise up leaders who will go way beyond me and go way beyond the four walls of the ILC.
ILC has inspired a lot of people for business, for self-employment.
So this is an area where there is great opportunity for growth. And I would say that my dream is to equip as many students as possible as young entrepreneurs.
We had Kumani potluck, where everyone had to bring Kumani dishes from home, and then we dressed up. I was wearing a bichora and nuts and everything, and there were Kumani dances and Kumani stories.
There are many activities, it's hard to choose one, but one thing is gold mine, where we appreciate each other's.
Anyone can find the dirt in someone, be the one who finds the gold. Whenever somebody in the ILC has their birthday, their main birthday gift is to get a gold mine. That means that everyone in the staff will share positive things about that person, things that they have observed, things that they appreciate, and it becomes a very special thing.
Apart from this, having excellent teachers who actually understand people's fears and manage to create learning environments where people thrive. Being a teacher is being the master of human interaction. You're a master of not just your subject knowledge, but you need to understand how to make people feel comfortable and accepted so that you can take them from there and bring them forward.
The students enjoy the most when we have groups from abroad. They come and they have interaction with the students and they learn about Indian culture, and the students also get to learn about various different cultures.
There's a lot of value added both ways. It's a cross-cultural exchange. It's not just one way, it's both ways. We see that as the students who come here from abroad, when they interact with local students, they gain so much. A new perspective on life. They learn about respect for elders, about culture, they learn about hospitality.
It is important to learn from our parents and from our grandparents, and to appreciate what they have learned. Maybe we can think that, oh, we're in a different time now, it's not relevant for us. But I really believe that many of the cultural values that we have learned from our parents and grandparents, they are very, very valuable. Especially here in Kumaon, I really want people to love their language. The Pahari language is a beautiful language. I'm sad that I don't really understand it so well, but I wish I could. You know, and I see sometimes in the classes, when I ask, in the kids' classes in particular, how many of you speak Pahari? And you know, it's like two people like thoda sa sharam ke saath haath uthate hain. And it's like, no, it shouldn't be like that. That's something we should be proud of, speaking our own language.
I believe it's important to look backwards and to look forwards. We should look back and we should see our history, our culture. We should see where we've come from, and we should value it and we should protect it. At the same time, we have to look forward. We have to look forward to the development of our personality. We have to look forward to the development of our communities, and we need to bring these things together. So we shouldn't be so orthodox that we stay behind, and we shouldn't be so forward thinking that we lose our past. Let's combine these things and let's forge a powerful future where we go forward rooted in who we are, in our cultural identity and in our belonging.
So I think that, you know, to be proud of who we are, where we have come from, and to value that, I think is important. But it's also important to be open-minded and learn from other cultures, because, you know, there are things that we can learn from every culture. And for us, we are so blessed with all the things we have learned from this culture. But we still remember that we are Norwegian, and we still celebrate our national day. And we still, you know, there are certain things about being Norwegian that we still hold on to. But we have learned and developed so much here. And in many ways, I feel that I am, you know, half-half now. But that's a good thing. You can take the good things from other cultures and you can, in a way, instill that into your own culture. Pithoragarh, I believe, is more than you think. Well, we are so blessed that we have got family in this place, people that we can call Didi, Mummy, Baya, and so forth. We have kids here, so we feel that we are very blessed by being in this community.
Pithoragarh is a place with incredible potential.
Youth, you know, they have that drive, they have that faith that they can actually go and do something and change something. And I think that's the first thing, that we need that positive drive for change. मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि खासकर यहाँ पिथौरागढ़ के यूथ के लिए कि आप अपने बारे में कम मत सोचना, क्योंकि मैंने देखा कि आपके अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा पोटेंशियल है. आप शर्म मत लगना कि मैं पहाड़ की हूँ, मैंने नहीं देखा दुनिया को, लेकिन आप अपनी पहाड़ी कल्चर को पकड़ के इस दुनिया में जाओ और आगे बढ़ो.
ILC was never a place which was designed for people to stay. No, it's an empowerment station, it's a refuel. It's a place where you can be empowered for your next leg of the journey.